Yo.
Yo, what's up?
Guys, you're my boys. I can't tell you the amount of times I've been on cruise ships and getting a little cray-cray yelling, I'm on a boat. Clearly,
I so badly wanted you to say, like, I've been on a boat and been just like, jizz in my pants.
Word.
I've jizzed in my pants so many times on a boat.
Yeah, on that note, watching the trailer, I know you guys were talking about basicness, and when I think of that, I think of words like wanderlust and fitness. So what's the most basic things you guys have ever heard?
What a well thought out question. Thinks of wanderlust and fitness when he thinks of the word basic. And then what was the question on top of that?
What do we Wanderlust the movie?
What do you think is basic? Oh.
Smoothies.
Yeah, I don't know the normal answers. What are basic things like
Trump's pants.
Yeah, like mocha frappuccinos.
Yeah, The Gap. You know what I mean? Not
I thought
J.
you loved
Crew.
The Gap.
J. Crew is like
No, but J. Crew's it.
J. Crew's not
And
basic.
Zara, forget about it. You better be famous if you want to shop there.
This guy has left the Gap in the dust.
Hey, Wanda, really nice to have you here. You were
thank
one of the
you.
first comedians I was ever introduced to as a kid. My dad would be just so happy about this.
Cool.
So, we're talking about political correctness, and Amy Schumer's name was also brought up recently. I know she played a show down in Florida and had 200 people leave because they disagreed with her political views. For you, as a performer and stand-up comedian, how would you deal with a crowd like that, and would you still perform in a state that is so drastically leaning a certain way where people can't really express how they feel with that kind of backlash going on?
Well, I've performed, all over the country, and I've had people, Trump supporters, walk out on my show, but it always cracks me up when they boo about, or they tell me to move on. Like, come on, that's enough, come on. And because it's just, first of all, I'm a black gay woman. What the hell are you doing here in the first place? It's just so like typical Trump people. It really, it's just like typical Trump. It's like, here you are again. Just wrong. Just wrong place, can they get anything right? It's like, why would I go to a Trump rally and be like, hey, I don't like all this bad mouthing of Hillary. What is this? It's just, I like Mexicans. What's wrong with you people? This is awful. I'm out of here. It's like, what the hell are you doing there in the first place? So it always cracks me up. It just the arrogance that they think they could come to my show and tell me what to say. I'm like, get the fuck out of here, man. What is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with you?
Hey, Nikki and Bree. Thank you so
Hi.
much for being here. I can't tell you as a fan how it's exciting to have a WWE presence up there. You guys are some of the biggest stars in the entire world.
Oh, thank you.
It's really
That's
true.
so sweet.
Bree, this question is specifically for you. I know we've been talking about Daniel Bryan, and as a fan of professional wrestling, there's something to be said about a bearded, scrappy underdog who's able to overcome the establishment and really become one of the biggest names in the face of the industry. I know watching WrestleMania 30 was a special moment. I know people out there also feel the same way. Incredibly heartbreaking for him to step away so early from the ring. Growing up watching him in Ring of Honor and all these other promotions. I know that right now he's done in the ring. What do you see in the future for both of you going forward, possibly outside of World Wrestling Entertainment? I know a lot of people like Terry Funk and Shawn Michaels have made incredible comebacks later on in their careers. Do you ever see one more match for Daniel Bryan?
I mean, it's so hard to tell, because it's all based on the doctors. But as of now, no. I mean, obviously that'd be Bryan's dream. I just don't know if it's reality. The hardest part is that, they don't look anymore at how he's doing this year or next year. It's how is he going to be in the next 20 years? How is he going to be in the next 40 years? Which is the scary part. And he'll be at TV on Tuesdays and still bug Vince. But, I don't know how much reality that is just because of how serious, everything was with him. But you never know. Medicine is great and it keeps on getting better. So there's always chances. And I know he prays every day for it. So maybe.
Oh, thank you. Great question. It's a great question.
Hey, Josh, how are you? Big fan of your work. Thanks so much for being here. And I'm with you on the internet bullies. These Twitter heads have to be put in their place.
Yeah, man.
You're the guy to do it. Speaking of bullies, Negan's the biggest bully on the show. I'm tired of him swinging Lucille around like he's some kind of badass. Let's say Eugene finds himself in a situation with Negan, Lucille not involved. What would be his best fighting tactic to take on the head of the Saviors?
I mean, I think his intelligence is still his biggest asset. He would have to use his brain for sure, and I don't know if that, that's really interesting because I don't know that. I don't know if we'd ever see anything like that. So I haven't even thought of that. I would hope that he would use his brain to outsmart Negan and maybe come up with a weapon of his own, maybe a machine gun wrapped in barbed wire, or something, just like he's gonna one up Negan. I think Negan is a very smart guy, not as smart as Eugene, but definitely has the physical strength and abilities that Eugene lacks. So if he's going to step up at all, it's got to be using his brain.